What's going on, everyone? Good morning. Having a little cup of coffee this morning. Decided to park, do a couple of little odds and ends here. I just dropped my son off to basketball, and I figured I would do a quick little scope here with you guys and see if you guys had any questions while I drink my coffee. Hi from Ireland. What's going on? Smiley face. Very cool. Glad you're here with me this morning. Let me move over here a little bit. Switch my hand. I'm running errands, but I had to jump on. What's going on, Jamie? Just wanted to sit here and answer a few questions if you guys had any. The hangover glasses are on. No, I only had a few glasses of wine. We're good. Slept like a baby, though. Man, it was good. Rico from Virginia. What's going on, Rico? Feeling okay after the wine and the Uno last night? Yeah, the Uno game went on forever, I got to be honest. It was amazing, but man, I didn't win any either. My wife won 2, which is really hard to deal with. We're very competitive. And one of my son's friends won. So, and then I had to watch my show Gold Rush. You guys all know that I'm way into Gold Rush. Sitting in Dunkin' Donuts, sipping on my coffee. You too? Well, hey, happy holidays. Well, wait a minute, I got to switch that cup. Happy holidays. Yeah, I'm having my coffee right now too. So if you guys have any questions that you want to ask right now, I'll stay on for a few minutes. We can go ahead and get those addressed if you want. If not, we can just hang out and drink our coffee together. Do you think outside traffic is mandatory these days to compete? Short titles. Wow, here they come. Okay. Let's see. Sitting in a recliner. How do you download full inventory file to amend details? All right. Let's go ahead and answer some of these questions. The first question, mandatory outside traffic. No, and I don't recommend outside traffic at all in the beginning. I know some of you that are, outside traffic people might be a little alarmed by that, but there's so much traffic inside of Amazon that is very, very targeted, and the customers are in there, right? They're in Amazon, not searching for how to, cook a steak tonight or how to, tie a certain knot, right? They're there to basically buy something, right? You're going into that environment with usually a lot of the time with your information already on file. So it's one click and you purchase, right? So why not really invest the time, the money, the resources in pay-per-click inside of Amazon? That's beyond me. I don't know why. Jamie Tardy was on. I'm not sure if she still is, but yeah, Jamie Tardy was on here, which if you guys don't know Jamie's a really awesome woman, but she's also my coach. So she said the other day, I didn't even know you were on Periscope. I says, yeah, I'm scoping every now and then. So I jumped on hers last night too, which talking about funnel building and stuff. She had a glass of wine, I believe, as well. As far as the traffic goes, definitely try to really dig into Amazon pay-per-click. How can you see if Facebook ads are working? Where do they show the sales from the ads? You have to create a pixel onto a landing page and then onto a thank you page. That's how you're going to be able to determine if you've had a sale and a conversion. And let me just say, that isn't always 100% accurate either. I'm kind of dealing with this myself right now, not just with the Amazon space, but with my other businesses as well, playing around with Facebook ads. And it's a challenge. But there's another website tool called Segmetrics, and I'm playing around with that right now. So as far as Facebook traffic goes, guys, I wouldn't start Facebook traffic until, again, you are, seeing that that you're getting results inside of the Amazon platform. Now, if you're in jewelry, I believe still jewelry, you can't advertise pay-per-click. So then you might have to use Facebook ads. Is Facebook added in or to their ads could be down the line? Yeah, absolutely. Can you, okay, wait a minute. Put that question back. Can you tell the percentage, I think, on something? It just went away really quick. I wish they had something, too, that we could call these back. You guys are awesome, too, by leaving the hearts. Tap it up. If you guys are having a cup of coffee or your morning tea. Do you recommend any software for pay-per-click? For Amazon pay-per-click, as of now, no. I'm working on that, though. I'm working, actually, someone right now is currently working on something that will help manage it better. And I'll keep you posted on that. Would like to see a podcast on walking through setting up a promo. It's a great idea, and I probably should do that. I will. I'll make a mental note of that. Do impressions hurt the conversion rates? What affects conversions? There's been talk about that the impressions could hurt your ranking. There's no really hard data yet, because I see a vendor central question there too. So hold on a second. Val just shared this too. Swipe and go ahead and share if you guys want to do that as well. So Val, thank you for sharing with your followers. But going back to Facebook traffic is great if you're building a list, a launch list. And this is what I call my pre-launch phase, where I will take and advertise to a target audience. Again, we're looking at the market. Everything kind of, the principles and everything pretty much stay the same, whether you're online marketing, your e-commerce, or whether you're doing a digital product. It really is all the same when it comes to targeting audiences. And Facebook allows you to, and I always go back to the garlic press, right? If you're selling a garlic press, you're not going to create an ad that's just going to go out to people that are looking for a garlic press. You're going to go out there and try to build a list of people that are interested in cooking, Italian food, let's say, or something like that. So I always tell people it's a good idea to then drive them to an opt-in for something related to that or a Facebook fan page. Another strategy, what's up, Scott? How's New England weather? It's actually not bad right now. Right now we are, it is. It's 35 degrees, so it's not terrible, but it was windier than you know what yesterday. Actually, I don't have to rake my lawn though, or have it raked, because all the leaves blew down the road, so it was good. The one thing that you could do though too, and this is we're getting a little, as far as high level here. But what you could do is if you did have a blog or if you had a website, you can drop a pixel from Facebook onto a blog post that you might write all about Italian cooking, let's say, right? You get people to go to that through Facebook. So someone's on Facebook, they see something about how to cook a certain meal or a recipe or something like that. And then from there, what you can do is drop a pixel on that page. Then you can retarget those people that have hit that page. That's pretty good stuff right there, because now you've got someone that is interested in your market and in particularly your product line, because your product goes hand in hand with your market that you're going after. So like Italian cooking or some type of cooking for a garlic press would be your target audience. I love the XYZ, the name of the Facebook page, or do we, is I love XYZ, okay, I see what you're saying. I know Ryan Moran, he kind of coined the I love yoga thing, right? You can do that. I don't necessarily recommend that you go with the I love whatever. I would say more so it would be like, Italian cooking is my life, or Italian cooking fanatic, right? And then you can have an ad that said, if you like Italian cooking as much as me, click like, or something like that. Or if Italian cooking is your life, click like, something like that. Because then you're getting that person that is interested in your particular market. So many people, they try to go after, how to sell the product. But if you're going with a Facebook ad or something, it's going to be a longer process, and that's where building an email list and then sending them content over time to help warm them up. Steve Chu from My Wife Quit Her Job, he talks about this a lot because he's big into e-commerce, and that's where he started. And he's always said that it's really hard to convert on the first visit, but then if you can get them in on an email list to further educate them and further give them information, it makes it easier. What do you think of selling books? I think it's a great way for a retail arbitrage if you want to sell books to get some cash flow. So this way here, you can go ahead and get some money going so you can invest into private labeling if that's where you're going with it. If you just want to make some extra cash, books is a great way to do that. Books are always selling. I think they always will be selling. They could be used. They could be new. So it is a great way, and there's a whole thing there on doing that. So that's pretty much on the outside traffic. Does anyone else have any other questions about anything else before we head out here. Have you heard of guided imports? I have not. I have not heard of that. Let me ask you guys a question. How many of you on right now actually have a product selling on Amazon right now? Even here in the UK? Question mark. Check it. Okay, I'll check it out for sure. Yes, me. Hey, Scott, I'm launching a new Periscope podcast very soon. Could I interview you? Send me an email at scott@theamazingseller.com. We'll talk. A lot of yeses. Yes, 10. 2 products live. Scott, can I send you a box of my coffee for free? Absolutely. Send me an email at scott@theamazingseller.com. I'd love to try your coffee. Got 4. How can you tell percentile of ranking in the category? Let me come back to ranking in a second. 3 or 4, short or long title. The titles need to be within the parameters of what's allowed in that. So it could be 50 characters, could be all the way up to 200. So so a lot of you do have products, which is amazing. So let's give you guys a round of applause for that. Because that means you guys are taking action, which is great. 3 or 4, 5 on the way. Cool. Vendor Central versus Central. Vendor Central is something kind of new. You need to be brand registered for that. And it also does open up some opportunities for advertising. And we'll probably be digging into that a little bit more. I just interviewed a guest that talked about that a little bit. I don't know the topic or the post off the top of my head, but I did go there, or I interviewed him, and oh man, I wish I could remember. But yeah, he talked about Vendor Central and that he didn't have that great of luck with the advertising inside of it, even though you're kind of on the top of the banner. It looks more like an ad versus it kind of being nested in like the sponsored ads. So yeah. Yeah, this is the thing here with Periscope too, guys. When you start doing what you start answering all these questions. I had a question that I wanted to answer, and now I can't. Remember, TAS 120, Chris Schaefer. I didn't even know you were on, Chris. Awesome. Thanks for letting everyone know. So episode 120 is that episode that I interviewed that gentleman that actually works with a pretty large brand that private labels. Let's see. Another one, Kevin Reiser, I guess, did an interview. Was there any other quick questions? Oh, we had one on ranking. I'm a fountain of useless information. Thank you, Chris. No, you're awesome. Yeah, so there we are. Back to the question on ranking. Okay, your ranking. As far as like the easiest way to describe this, and this is what I think what you're saying is, how can you determine like what keyword should you be going after by looking at like a search? So this is a big question that a lot of people ask, and even myself asks all the time, because if you're starting to launch a product, you always kind of think of the obvious, like, garlic press or stainless steel garlic press. The easiest way to figure out what the keywords that you want to rank for is, number one, search how you normally would search. Don't even look at a tool right now, right? And then look at all of your competitors and see what they're ranking for. And then start putting them in as though you're searching and seeing where they're falling in the ranking. So if you're ranking, or if you want to rank on, let's say, or actually, you know what? If you want to determine the ranking, how do I want to put this here? It's kind of hard to explain. About the BSR ranking is really what you're asking. So if you're in Jungle Scout, if you're not using Jungle Scout, I would recommend definitely checking that out. And what you do is, let's say that you want to target garlic press. You go into Jungle Scout, you search garlic press, you use the tool, and then you look at the numbers. You say, oh, wow, look at the volume, look at, you look at the revenue numbers, right? You look at all that stuff. Now let's say that you go and you search for black handled garlic press. And then different search results, maybe some are the same, but some, some of them are the same. Then you're going to be able to determine the volume of revenue and then also the demand for that keyword. That's how I would do it. And I'm actually kind of going through that right now, where there's like 3 keywords I want to go after, and they're all similar but different. And then this way here, you can go ahead and see that. Do you need to get the pro version? I don't believe, just to see the volume and the revenue. No. If you guys are interested in Jungle Scout, I'll put a shameless little plug in here for Greg Mercer and also for me because I like coffee and I'm an affiliate for it. So if you wanted to check it out, actually there's some videos about it, and there's also there's a discount code on that. Go to theamazingseller.com/56. That was an episode that I did with Greg. We talk all about finding a product. We talk about using the tool. And then we also, he has a video there showing him using the tool and kind of like going through reverse engineering what brands are selling and all that stuff. You can also go to the resource page on the blog at theamazingseller.com/resources. And again, little disclaimer there, I am an affiliate for Greg, and I believe in the product. I use the product, and I would earn a small commission, which buys me this nice cup of coffee here, which you guys know I love. I would use that. I mean, that tool will really show you on 3 different searches and 3 different keywords. I would do that, and I would look at the numbers, and I would see which one had more demand, which one had more, which one had more revenue, all of that stuff. And then I would see how many more have more reviews. I would start reverse engineering it that way. Let me just remind you guys, do me a favor. Click on the screen, give hearts. You guys know to do that. I love you guys for that. You guys are giving me kisses and loves there. I love it. And love. And then also swipe the screen and share this. I'm just under 1,000 followers on Periscope, and I would really like to get to 1,000. So if you guys can do that, help me get the word out. That would be amazing, and I would really appreciate that. The book, guys, you guys know too. I want to mention that real quick. You guys are awesome. Because the book I released, which was basically me going through everything that I did from start to finish when I first started, and then some things I've learned along the way, and I really condensed it down into this book. I launched the book for free for the first 3 days. We had 6,580 downloads in 3 days. Amazing. And I owe it all to you guys on here on Periscope, but also on the Facebook TAS group, which we have over 17,000 people on there right now and growing, and then also on the podcast. So I really want to say thank you for that, and I have received so much comments on it that people are saying that they really love it because I did it because you guys were saying that you wanted something in the written form, and that's what I did. It is awesome. So I appreciate everyone that has downloaded it. If you haven't downloaded it, you can still download it. It's not free anymore. It's $2.99. So it's still pretty affordable. Pretty much any of the money I'm going to be rolling back into the podcast. So anything that's earned off of that. So again, just a way for me to keep making the podcast and the blog better. So if you guys don't have any more questions, we can go ahead and jump off here. I know I've got a couple of errands I have to do, and also I have to go to my daughter's basketball at 3 o'clock. And I have a 5 o'clock mastermind session with my private label classroom. So that's happening. If you guys are watching too, that you're in the classroom, 5 o'clock today, remember. Reinvest. Yes, reinvest is very, very important in any business if you want to grow and if you want to help more people. Totally believe in that. Let me just end too. Who won Uno? Not me. I got down to 1 card though. I got down to the Uno, and then I think my daughter gave me like 4. No answer on my pay-per-click question. Oh, Denise. Can you just say it again one more time, and I'll be glad to do that? Am I going to put the book through Create Space? I believe I am. I'm just not sure when. Later, Scott, take action. Yeah, thank you, Charles. Thanks for stopping by. I'll answer that pay-per-click, Rebecca, if you want to put that back up. Scott, any reason we can use FBM instead of FBA? You can use it. The thing is I believe it's harder. If you want to test before you do, that's fine. But I do believe that they're going to be able to, they're going to give you a little bit more of a bump because you're using FBA. I do believe. Why not exact match all the time if AZ customer searches for exact products? Okay. Oh, edibles for FBM. Let me just quickly answer that. Yeah, you can definitely do that, and you probably should test it that way. And then once you start seeing it, if you have something that's at least got a shelf life of a couple months, you can maybe do a batch every week that you can send in, or every other week. But FBA is going to give you, I think, a little bit more of an advantage through Amazon. I think they're going to push you a little bit better. Let me know on that. Okay, back to that question. That's a great question. We should do a whole nother scope. We should get Chris Schaefer on. We should probably do a whole nother topic on this. But here's the deal. Here's really quickly, because I can't spend too much time on this, but let me just kind of run through this really quick. Here's how it works. If you guys watch Gold Rush, this is why I'm a big fan, okay? Chris Schaefer says I'm game. All right, here's how it works. the very first thing we want to do is just get data, right? So we're trying to get data. Where are the keywords that we want to possibly target that our listing is being not ranked for, but being shown for? So by doing broad is going to allow you to reach a bunch of keywords. So let's just say we have garlic press. Let's say that that's a broad term. What's going to happen is you're going to have people that are searching for black handled ribbed garlic press. Okay. Now, if we put garlic press in only exact, we wouldn't know that people are searching for that long tail. So here's what you do. You run broad. Okay. So do broad only like 1 week. Do it as long as you want, but yeah, at least a week. Then what you're going to do is after you've run broad on some keywords, okay, let's say 10 or 15 or 20 keywords or 1,000 keywords, it doesn't matter. What you'll do is now you'll go into the reports, and you're going to go into the reports and you're going to pull the customer search term, okay? And then it's going to show you, I'm trying to show you here like this, you're going to see the keyword garlic press, right? And alongside it, it's going to show you all of the search terms that people searched from the broad term garlic press. Now you take those keywords, let's say it's 5 keywords from that experiment, you take those 5 exact terms, put them into a phrase match. Now the phrase match will allow you to be able to now target people that are searching for, let's say, stainless steel garlic press. Now, people that only search stainless steel garlic press, but maybe with something on the end or something in the beginning, will show up. So literally write down each term physically. You can, but no, I would put them into a spreadsheet, and then I would upload those ones that people searched for exactly, and I would put them in their own campaign as a phrase match. Then I would run that for another week or two, or maybe even leave that if it's returning a positive ROI. But then I would start to see a pattern of what people were searching for, what people were clicking on, and then what people were also buying from. The only time I would put it in an exact is if I seen that term was always converting to a sale. Okay? And then you would then start slowly adding money to that, and then I would start to scale that as an exact match. But I'm not sure I would always say that I would end up at an exact. I would probably end up at least at the phrase level. Okay? So that's the kind of like the system, kind of like you're panning the gold, right? You're taking the dirt, you're finding some gold, a little bit of, flakes, and then you're sifting it through, and then you're seeing the ones that are kind of rising, and then from there you're going to take those, and you're going to screen them a little bit more, and then from there you're going to find the golden nuggets. Yeah, that's how you're going to pull that. So really powerful stuff. Do you think phrase matches show before win bids broad matches? Show before broad matches? No, I think broad is going to be broad. You're going to find a lot through broad because it's going to just be something that brought on that particular search. I hate spreadsheets. Yeah, me too. I don't really need them in a spreadsheet. I just put them in like a doc, in a list. And then I'll just say like, these ones here were customer search terms. I'll put them in a phrase match, put them in there. Another tip, use the Amazon search with your keyword and see what returns. Yeah, that's a great tip. It's an easy tip, right? You go ahead, put garlic press, put a space in there, just type with the space bar, and then it'll show you related searches, and then you can use those. And I would use those again as broad, and then I would see what those brought in as a phrase. That's what I mean, guys. When we started this thing, people were saying like, why not go out and start using, outside traffic because of this? You can spend months, years, mastering the Amazon pay-per-click now that they especially added broad, phrase, and the exact match, and now negative keywords. So there's so much that we can do, and we're going to be diving into this more through the podcast, through various workshops that I plan on doing and all that stuff. So we've got a lot of things that, as I'm learning it, I want to be able to share it. And if you guys have learned something, please share it with me. Brought in are actually converted. I would say both, but the ones that convert are going to be really high-level keywords. Right? The ones that are converting, those are going to go definitely into a phrase, but then they're going to also go and probably get kind of validated that they're converting at that level, and then from there would be brought into an exact. Yeah. Someone just shared this. Callie, thank you so much for sharing this on Facebook. If you guys could just do that, if you're watching this on a replay, you can do that as well. Tap on the screen. I'm going to get going here. I got to run. I went a little bit longer, as I always do, so I apologize for that, but I wanted to dig into that. Hearts, tap it up. Give me some love. Get me over that 1,000 mark of Periscope followers. If you think someone is going to enjoy this, or that you think that would benefit, go ahead and share it. Good coffee session, Scott. Take it easy. No problem. Thank you. And yeah, we'll catch you guys. We'll catch you guys later. If you guys are in the private label classroom, I'll see you at 5. So make sure you check out inside of the private group there, and we'll post the link. Chris will be posting that link. And yeah, you guys are awesome. I appreciate the support. And yeah, if there's anything else I can answer for you in the future, jump on a scope, and I'll do my best to get to it. All right. Thanks a lot. Have an awesome day. Peace. Love you guys.